Good evening. Welcome. Everybody hopefully situated. We got everybody squared away. I appreciate your patience with that. We really didn't expect all you to do. A lot of you to come on. That's great. We're really glad you're here. It's a great show. We know you're going to have a great time. This is the studio premiere of Don't Touch That Dial. This is a show about the television of the 50s and 60s, and we've designed it in a way to try and sort of incorporate commercials and various things into it, like it would be if you were in a studio audience years ago. I don't know if anybody was ever in a studio audience for a show, but that was kind of our concept, and I think that you'll enjoy it. A couple things we'd ask your cooperation is, number one, if you refrain from taking any photos. It does disturb the performer sometimes. Secondly, if you could refrain from smoking during the performance, we'd appreciate it. And the third thing is most important, and you have to do this, is you have to have fun. Okay, because everybody's here to have a good time, and I think you're going to enjoy the show. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. We're about to go on the air. And we're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sing a song on a wonderful evening like this. All this sugar we love, all the memories we treasure, the laughter, the fun, and the tears. On this stage for your pleasure, so sit on back, have fun, relax, and just enjoy the show. Let us take this occasion to say that we're so glad to have you here with us tonight. So open the curtains and open the lights for the world in a wonderful way.
Good evening and welcome to the first ever Furman Production Dinner Theater here at the Holiday Inn. My name is John Roll.
And I'm Jeannie Watrous. And let's take a moment to introduce the rest of the cast. Kathy Baker, Kevin Glavin, and Janet Wolke.
That's right, and tonight we're going to take a look back at the early days of television, the shows and stars that we all grew up with. As the entertainment that set the pace for the future, back in the good old days when I was, well, a little bit younger.
Wow. I mean, they actually had TV back then. Oh. Well, what I meant to say was, exactly what time frame are we talking about here? The 50s and 60s.
Ah, the heyday of television.
Oh, that's right. The days when the whole family could sit down after dinner and enjoy a good and wholesome evening of entertainment. Boy, those were the days.
Oh, those were the days, but not anymore. No, not with all the sex and violence and controversy on television. There's hardly a show that the entire family can sit down and watch anymore.
Oh, I know, Johnny. And are you aware that the average family has 2.5 television sets and with over 50 channels to choose from? Trying to decide what to watch is harder than choosing a career.
Tell me about it. My husband is the ultimate channel surfer. I mean, when he's home, he owns the remote. His slogan is, "My TV, what is it about you? All sports, screen wide, remote, oh my
TV, I can't live without you."
Excuse me. I think I speak for most women when I say enough is enough. You know, I agree. I mean, when it comes to TV, who really cares whether the quarterback hits a home run or not? You know, just give me an hour of Bo Brady on set for the day.
Not me. I prefer to get codes to the signs out, a Diet Coke, and a bag of Orville Red Monger.
Well, regardless of what you all think, I believe that it is clearly evident that television is much more than merely entertainment. It is an American institution, an icon of sorts, symbolizing man's struggle to understand and gain control over the moral dilemmas and circumstances which continue to plague our society and threaten to usurp the very foundations of our existence. Wouldn't you agree? Johnny, you...
Like we said, a chance to eat, drink, and watch Jerry.
Listen, how about those old comedy reruns? You know, on shows like Oh, I Love Lucy or Bewitched or...
I loved Bewitched. I remember when I was a little girl, I would pretend I was Samantha, and I'd wiggle my nose and try and cast spells and make things
can get it. You remember that. One of my favorites was Milton Berle and the Texaco people. Oh, we're the Texaco people.
Oh, did you enjoy the show? Yeah.
Windshield and wipers, you know.
Boy, there certainly are a lot of TV memories.
Yeah, my favorite was the honeymooners.
Oh, yeah. I love that show.
Yeah, it was just so funny the way Ralph would always get himself into messes, you know?
Yes, and Alice would have to bail him out.
They were great, you know, but one thing was for certain. No matter what the situation, as long as Ralph Cramden were involved, you knew it was going to be entertaining, to say the least.
I don't care, Alice. I don't want to hear any more about it. Your mother is not staying here.
I hardly ever get to see her, and it's just for a few days. Besides, she'll be working half the time anyhow.
Well, it's the other half that I'm worried about. Every time your mother comes here for a visit, I have to sleep on a cot out here in the kitchen. And you know how I hate sleeping in the kitchen.
Oh, really? And I thought you'd be back much closer to the refrigerator.
You're a riot, Alice. A regular riot. One of these days, I'll zoom zap right in the kitchen.
Oh, Susan. Really, Ralph, sometimes I wonder if you love me at all.
How do you know I do?
Sometimes I wonder. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? You can look around this room and still you wonder if I do. You're upset, you're worn out, go lie down, please don't pout. Maybe it's indigestion.
Ralph, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
I'm your husband.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you? For 10 long years I've gone to work and drove the bus to Bernard Keep. Giving you a home I don't know how. After all these years, you can question my love right now.
Ralph, the first time I saw you, I knew that it was love. I was scared.
I was shy,
I was nervous.
so was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking, Ralph, do you love me?
You're my wife, Alice.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love her? For all these years I've been with her, fought with her, starved with her. All these years my bed is hers. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too.
It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after all of these years, it's nice to know. I do love you.
Well, then my mother can stay.
Anything for you, baby. You're the greatest. And away we go.
Isn't that sweet?
True love always touches my heart.
Oh, quit your blubbering. It's only a story.
Well, I know, but I still think it's sweet. Don't you like stories with happy endings?
Well, sure I do, but, you know, not every story has to be about love and romance. I mean, sometimes there's good drama involved.
Well, like what?
Well, you know, shows like The Untouchables or The Fugitive, or if you want a good old-fashioned homegrown American Western, there's always Bonanza.
Bonanza. There were horses in that, weren't there?
Horses, guns, garter belts, everything you needed for a full hour of action and adventure. Let's go check it out.
All right, Hoss, when we get into town, I'm going to go in and see the sheriff, and then I want you to come in behind me, and Hoss, where is he? Hoss!
Oh, I'm here, Joe. What's the matter?
What's the matter? I'm talking to you and you're not even listening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I was just getting me something for the road.
Oz, I went and made you something for the trip, Oz.
Oh, gee, thanks, Aunt Tessie. You sure know how to put a hitch in my kid long. Ooh, that looks good.
Boss, you just had breakfast.
I know, Joe, I couldn't help it. This chicken looks so good.
Oh, Hoss, tell your brother. Little Joe, he's just a growing boy with a healthy appetite. Besides, you know, he needs his strength. Because when it comes to law and order, no one loves to fight for the right like your brother.
Oh, I know, Auntie. You sure love to eat, too.
Yes, I do.
Lost his such kind of soul, just give him a place to go and then sit back and watch him go. He don't need to take a break. With his heavy crease, this next fight, he likes eating best. Next fight, he likes eating, it's a treat. Next fight, he likes eating best. Next broken, he would cat, all for burger, chicken half, this next fight, he likes eating best.
Oh, gosh, I didn't think anybody wanted it.
Don't you go worrying about it, Hoss, you hear me?
I won't.
Tuna noodle casserole, chocolate cake, and dinner rolls. Why, that would pop the buttons off my vest. But just bring in a T-bone steak, and apple pie, and carrot cake. Next bite, he likes eating best.
Next fight, he likes eating, he likes eating best. Next fight, he likes eating best.
Next punch, him a belly. He likes peanut butter and jelly.
Next fight, he likes eating best.
Hey, Joe, you really ought to try one of these teeth cleaners. Oh, they're delicious.
Baked potatoes, onion rings, fresh green beans, and chicken wings. His teeth and gums just never take a rest.
So bring fried ribbon, succotash, and in the corned beef hash. Next fight, he likes eating best. One more time. Next fight, he likes eating, it's a treat. Next fight, he likes eating best. There's no food he doesn't like, he'll always be our little guy. Next fight, he likes eating best.
The next fight, I like eating best.
All right, boss, come on, we better get along now.
All right, Joe, one
Hey,
more.
Hoss, wait 1 minute there. You went and ate all the fiddles I made you.
Whoops.
I'm just gonna have to go make you some more.
On with her.
Boss, it's this good.
Oh, I know, Joe, but I left a piece of pie in my room, and I don't want anybody else to get it.
Hoss.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be back after this word from our fine sponsor.
My name is Edith Ann. I'm 5 years old. My dog Buster and I loved eating snacks. My mom says if I ate all my asparagus, I could have some Oreo cookies. I hate asparagus, but I love my Oreo cookies. And you know why? Because a kid can eat the middle of an Oreo first and save the chocolate cookie outside for last. And you know what else? Buster likes them too. And that's the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed Sullivan.
Thank you. Welcome to our really shoot. On our shoot tonight, we have a wonderful gal straight from Poughkeepsie. Here's no other, Miss Rosemary Clooney. Let's hear it for her.
When life seems full of clouds and rain, and I'm filled with thought but pain, who soothes my thumping brain? Nobody. When winter comes with snow and sleet, and me with thunder and cold feet, who says, here's 2 bits, go and eat? Nobody. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never got nothing from nobody, no time. And nobody. When all day long things go amiss, and I come home to find some bliss, who hands to me a glowing kiss? Nobody. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never got nothing from nobody no time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I don't intend to do nothing for nobody. No, I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never got nothing from nobody no time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I don't intend to do nothing for nobody. Nowhere, no time, no
Now, along with variety shows, game shows were also very popular.
Oh, Mr. Lady Face it all. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm trying to get through this crowd of people. And everybody gave me to hear you sing. Well, what a beautiful sound. Are you professional?
Well, yes, I like to prefer it.
Oh, that's what I said to myself. This is professionally the most professional thing I've ever seen in my whole life. You do this here all the time. You have the
Well,
holiday.
sometimes I'm here, but I
Oh, that's what I thought. Hot. Heat. Oh, are you hot, lady? Oh, baby. Oh, oh. Oh, I can't see no more. Oh, there it is. Where are you? Mr. Lady, the man in the room there. Oh, thank you. Oh, you know, my doctor says I have astigmatism, but I think I have a bladder control.
Well, as I was saying, game shows were very popular in the 1950s. They attracted viewers and they boosted the ratings. Now, every day, Americans would watch as ordinary average people, such as themselves, had their shot at fortune and were treated like kings and queens.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite show, Queen for a Day. Please welcome your host, Mr. Jack Bailey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jack Bailey, and I'm going to ask you that question. How would you like to be queen for a day? Oh, I really would. Well, we've chosen from our audience 3 lovely contestants who have wowed our producers with their tales of woe. And so, without further ado, let's bring them out here, please. Contestant number 1. She's a secretary who says she has absolutely no life whatsoever. She's here from Roanoke this evening. Let's welcome her, Miss Doris Johnson. Come on in here, Doris. That's right, Doris. Let's stay right up. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. That's quite all right. Relax. You'll be fine. Thank you. Oh, yes. Contestant number 2. She's a housewife who has 4 children, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and an inconsiderate husband. She's here today from Munhall. Let's bring her out here, Miss Stella Goldberg. You can let go, Stella, anytime. Just join Doris there and make yourself at home. Thank you. And contestant number 3. She's a part-time bodyguard and a full-time hypochondriac. She's here today from basketball. Please, let's welcome Miss Agnes Sparkle. Well, ladies, you know how we play our game. Each one of you will be given 1 minute to tell your story. And then our studio audience will decide by their applause which one of you creatures should be crowned queen for a day. Well, Doris, let's start off with you. Tell us, why would you like to be our queen?
Jack, it's kind of like this. queen for a day. There is just no other way. That means being queen for a day.
Oh, you are so pathetic. Let me tell you what it means to really have troubles. Every day more trouble reigns. All I've got are aches and pains. I have rheumatoid arthritis, migraine, headache, varicose veins. I have asthma, gas, dandruff, and 100 other things. What do I want? A diamond ring. I want a big fat 20-carat rock. That when I wear it, the doctors will look at me with respect and stop saying, "Hope you have a good insurance policy, lady." This is why I should be queen, queen for a day. There is just no other way. That means being queen for a day.
Galicians have a life. On my night at Sicily's, I get up at 6:30, wake 2 kids and make them breakfast while they shower and get dressed. When they leave, I wash and cook, get up and shop and do the rest. What do I want? A bigger chest. I want the kind of chest that stands out like a winner, with large, perky breasts that'll make my husband say more than, "Honey, what's for dinner?" This is why I should be queen, queen for a day. There is just no other way. That means being queen for a day.
I got bills overdue.
I've got a chest cold and flu.
My kitchen stove doesn't work.
Oh yeah, how about this? My daughter's boyfriend's a jerk.
My husband just lost his
Oh
job.
yeah? Well listen to this. Mine ran off with some bug. There's not a woman here from sea to sea that's had it any worse than me. So therefore, that's why I should be queen for a day.
Well, studio audience, are those pathetic stories or what? That's the way we love them here on Queen for Day. And now it's up to you. Please tell us by your applause which one of our charming ladies here should be crowned queen. Should it be Doris, who wants a trip? Agnes, who wants a ring? Or Stella, who just wants a new chair? People have spoken. Stella, or shall I say, Queen Stella, it gives me pleasure to call you Queen for a day. Come right here. Yes, Stella. Now, in addition to being crowned our queen, you'll receive an all-expense-paid dinner for two at Permante's in the Strip District. Yes, it's Permante's, where everything we serve fits between two pieces of bread. And not only that, Stella, you'll receive a self-guided walking tour through beautiful downtown Belsuit. And are you ready? Are you ready? A new chest package from Foods R Us. Foods R Us, where no job is too big or too little, and we handle everything with the utmost care. Stella, tell us, do you have anything that you would like to say? Ladies and gentlemen, she's speechless and isn't anyone. Well, I can see by the clock on the wall that's 9 o'clock. No, there are no presents for you. I'm sorry. Better not next time. Some other show. No. This is Jack Bailey saying so long and wishing we could make every woman in America queen for every single day.
Better luck next time. That's what they told me when they fired me from the Oyster House for frisking Davy Lawrence. How was I to know?
My life has just been one rejection after another.
Oh, you know what, kid? It's like I always say. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Life's tough, kid. You just gotta get used to it. I come from a long line of good girls. We choose the wrong guy to be sweet on.
The girl with the face that says welcome, that men can wipe their feet on. I'm there when he calls me the trusted girl Friday, alright. But what good does it do me alone on a Saturday night? Take a load up, I'll tell you all about it. I don't need a map, I naturally head for the dead-end street. You can always count on me.
I'm caught in a trap when joy is approaching, then I retreat.
You're at home with misery. I've been the other woman since my puberty began. I crashed the junior prom and met the only married man.
Well, I attract the guys who are longing to do my hair.
You can always count on me.
Let's go, girl. We gotta clean up.
I've got another riff-raff who's treated me so. When I can play the second fiddle, I'm a virtuoso. I should be playing for a wedding band.
But there are no wedding rings attached.
Though you can bet there are strings attached.
So my kind of day, no doubt, will go out like the dinosaurs.
Yeah!
You can always count
That's
on
it,
me.
honey. All right. I'm so way to play. My head gives a buzz and my heart ignores. I'm my only enemy. You can always count on that Elijah Manon. You can always count on me.
Can I have lemonade? You're making me dizzy.
Oh, you've got a lot to learn.
Submitted for your approval. Town, not like many towns. In fact, not like any town. With people, not like many people. In fact, not like any people. In situations, not like many situations. In fact, not like any situation that even I can believe in. Believe me, I know about weird stuff. Nevertheless, submitted for your approval, we take you to a dress shop under the McKees Rocks Bridge. For another episode in the ongoing saga, Pittsburgh Place.
Oh, Allison, you're far too young to be thinking of marriage. Besides, I don't know what you've seen that Rodney Harrington anyway.
But I love him, Mother.
I don't know why.
Oh, Mother, it's just that he's R-O-D-N-E, my Rodney. Harrington is the man for me. He lives in Franklin Park and drives a new Skylark. Someday soon he's gonna marry me. We'll do lots of things, buy me diamond rings. Weekends we'll go cruising on the mall. Go to Steeler games, eat at Molten Frames, then go dancing down at Metropole. R-O-D-N-E, my Rodney. Harrington is the man for me. I'm sure that you will see that one day I will be Allison Mackenzie Harrington. We'll take lots of trips, see flower shows and fits, shop until we drop
here to ask you if you would if you would tie the knot.
Norman, poor, lonely, badly dressed Norman. I can't marry you. I'm in love with someone else.
Someone else? Who? Who?
Is there an album here? It's Rodney, Norman. I'm in love with Rodney.
Rodney? But what does Rodney have that I don't have?
Oh, money, looks, nice clothes, and season tickets to all home Steeler games.
But Allison, you don't understand. Allison, please, I beg you, listen to me, please. Let me be your husband. I don't ask for just a space, a quiet place that has the common touch. I'm aware I'll never be great, a head of state, be a potentate. I don't care for elegant clothes, but goodness knows my life is rosy. Let me be your husband. My love for you is true. I don't want to be anywhere else but here with you.
Norman, that was so sweet in a pathetic sort of way. But I just could never be happy without Rodney.
But why not? There's really no difference between us, is there?
It's me, I'm forced to admit, it's I humbly reply. The man who all the women adore, it's me, yes me, you see. I've got good looks, quick wit, and your charm, I'm simply the best by far. And if you still huss like me now, look, there's my brand new core. It's me, no man can compare, although so many have tried. So here I stand with virtues galore, a diamond ring, cash, stock options and more. The man be a span I owe. It's me.
Oh, Rodney, I love you and I want to be your wife. Your every woman's dream come true.
I know. But I must decline your request.
But why?
Because
Why?
Because I'm leaving town.
Leaving town?
That's right. I've just been offered a supporting role in George Romero's latest film, Night of the Living Democrats.
Rodney, how will I live without you?
You seem to be a fairly bright girl. Maybe you could knit yourself a new dress.
Will Allison ever find true love? Will Norman ever find a new love, or at least a new wardrobe? Will Connie ever finish that stupid dress? And what about Rodney? Will he really become a big star, or just wind up being a second-rate actor living in the guest house of a famous football player? Tune in next time for the answer to this and many other questions. Until then,
Our story has come to a close. It should have made sense, we suppose. We'll keep showing still, so you keep tuning in to all of us at this great place.
I just say you and I get on and have a beer together, okay?
Well, but I just don't drink beer anymore.
Okay, we going to Brucey now?
Hi, one of your greatest fans. May I please have your autograph? Oh, sure thing, sure. Can I ask you a personal question? Go right ahead. Must meet so many men in your business, and I was just wondering, are they really as nice in person as they are on TV?
Oh, listen, trust me, Hollywood men are nothing but trouble. Find yourself a nice man who really cares about you, and forget about actors, especially actor directors with red hair and horn-rimmed glasses, and they're really neurotic about everything. They really like younger girls.
Nice man. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watch over me. Although he may not be the handsome, girls think of as handsome. To my heart he carries the key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed? Follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone who'll watch over me.
Sit down. We'll be back in a moment after this message from our fine produce sponsor.
Bananas like a rocket in it, stuff to sugar. With your legs as brown as they're golden too. Bananas are very, very best for you. You can put them in the salad. You can put them in a pie. Any way you want to eat them. You can pop them up and beat them. Ta-ta-ta.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chase and Sanborn, makers of delicious coffee, are proud to present Edgar Bergen and his pal, Charlie McCarthy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Charlie and I are very happy to be here tonight. We've prepared a little number for you, but we may be a little rusty. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Speak for yourself, Bergen. I'm made out of wood.
Okay, Charlie, are you ready?
Shouldn't you be asking your hand that question?
Okay, boy, it was in March.
No, it was June.
I sang a song.
Way out of tune.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. A great big hall.
A cheap old dime.
The place was packed.
Yeah, maybe 5.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. The way the audience laughed.
Because your fly was down.
They cheered us to the train.
They ran us out of town.
I knew we'd make a super pair.
Why couldn't I have been a chair?
Yes, I remember it well. We made our mark that night.
Did I have a choice?
In that
soon be dead.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
We really had a good time. So say goodnight, Charlie.
Good night, Charlie. Hey, Bergen, let's get back to the dressing room.
Dressing room, why?
You get a load of the legs on that dressing table, I'm gonna rub some polish all over it. He's got legs, he knows how to lose.
Comedy has always provided a fertile ground for entertainment over the years. From the early beginnings of Max Sennett and Charlie Chaplin to the current rosters of Tim Allen and Roseanne, humor has continued to play a major part in the entertainment industry. Although there have been many great comedy shows over the years, few can compare to the classic humor of I Love Lucy. Somehow, no matter how absurd the situation, we could always find something about Lucy and Ethel that we could relate to. And no matter how bad things got, their friendship always triumphed in the end.
Why, Lucy, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, now I know you better than that, honey. What's the problem?
Ricky just got a big contract with a new agent.
Really? Well, that's wonderful. Aren't you happy?
Well, yes, but
But what?
he's in LA and we have to move there in 2 weeks.
Ah! LA in 2 weeks?
Yes, I'm gonna miss you and Fred. Oh, Ethel.
Would you listen to that? You'd think someone stole their wallet or something. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here in Pittsburgh with you again. I was in your city a few years ago to audition for a violin solo spot with the Pittsburgh Pops Orchestra and William Steinberg. Oh, that's Steinberg, what a character. I had no sooner gotten started playing when he interrupted me and said that he'd heard enough. He said there was a seat already waiting for me. Well, I can't tell you how thrilled I was. I found out the next morning he meant a seat on a train heading back to L.A. Go figure. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you'll relax in your seat so you can enjoy this next number that's coming to you. Rochester, I know I left my violin around here somewhere. Rochester.
We kiss in the shadow, we hide from the moon. Our meetings are few and over too soon. We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word.
Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one shining day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold, my lover loves me.
I really enjoy singing Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's so musical. Well, I guess you could say that. That's not really what I meant to say.
I think what she has in mind is really that the music sort of like grabs a hold of you and lifts you up and transports you to another place where the world is friendly and people are social.
Well, I guess
No. I think what she meant to say is she enjoys singing it so much because it's just so melodically challenged and the vocal line is so structured.
I guess you could put it
No,
that way, but what I meant
you guys are all wrong. What she really means to say is...
what I meant to say was that it was fun.
Oh, well, okay. Sure.
You know what else was fun? Dancing. And where did we go to dance in the 50s and 60s? The American Bandstand. Hit it, guys! 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock.
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock.
9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We are rock, rock, the clock, the time, outside, 2, and 3 and 4, and the band goes down to the afternoon. Roll, rock, around the clock, and out. We are rock, 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 and out. Rock, rock, and rock, 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 tonight.
Ba 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 ram, ba 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 ram, ba 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 ram. so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me.
Hello, folks. It's me, Ross Perot. Now you may be wondering what I'm doing in a show about television in the 50s and 60s. Well, all I got to say is we politicians, we got to get our exposure any way we can. Now, the reason I'm dressed up in this here disguise is so that I can keep an eye on the Democrats. That's right, see what they're up to. Now, a lot of you people out there thought that I was all washed up, that I was through. But it's not true. I'm a fighter. Why, looky here. Now, this here chart clearly shows President Bill Clinton's popularity is suffering a serious decline, leaving plenty of room for someone else, namely myself, to fill in the gap. And that's not all. I've been talking things over with my campaign manager, my brother-in-law, Frank Perdue. And Frank had told me that y'all are just getting sick and tired of being treated like a bunch of dumb chickens. He said you want some action, and that's what we're going to do. So Frank and I, we've set up our own hotline. You can call us anytime. Just dial 1-800-EARS. Ears. And one of us will pick up the telephone and talk to you. In the meantime, I'm going to be riding the range and keeping an eye on the good old USA. So I'll be looking for you at the polls. Away we go. Hi-oh, Silver. See you on voting days. Okay.
Yeah, boss, yeah, I checked it out, all right. So when's Big Al going to get here, huh?
Real soon.
Oh, good.
Now listen, no one gets in without the password. You sure you remember the password?
Oh, yeah, boss, I remember that password, all right. That's no problem. It's Rose Petal, right?
No.
Oh, it's Rosenbaum.
No.
Right? Oh, it's Rose.
It's Rosebud. You're right here, Rosebud.
Okay, Rosebud, okay.
Get the door.
Okay, yeah, okay. Who's that?
Rosebud.
Rosebud who?
Rosebud. I'm going to kill you if you don't open this door. Big Al, you don't want to touch me, you fool. Wait, Frankie. Come this time tomorrow, I'm going to own the east end of town. And the dice will be rolling, the cash will be flowing. You know what I mean, eh?
And then I get a pink, right?
I'll be give you anything you want, you little love lump. That's right, Frankie. It's all in the cards. As far as luck goes, she's never let me down. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep this party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the guy that you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. So let's keep this party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the guy that you came in with. Luck be a lady. 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 Roll the dice.
All right, Capone. The jig is up. The cat's out of the bag. Your goose is cooked. It's the slammer for you. It's the big house.
All right, Ness, all right already. We got the point. We're not stupid or nothing.
Oh, what's he talking about?
Except for him.
Oh, I got a license plate with your name on it.
Oh, yeah? You think you got me, Ness? Well, I'm gonna get you because you're the guy who took my
Get in the van. Get in the van. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to take me a little bit of time here. So in the meantime, I want you all to relax, stretch your legs, refreshing your drinks, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes after I take care of this portion of our show is brought to you by Kellogg. Kellogg, bringing the very best to you each morning.
And we're off.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Buster Brown Shoes.
I got shoes, you got shoes, everybody's got to have shoes. There's only one kind of shoe for me, good old Buster Brown shoes. Hi, I'm Buster Brown. I live in a shoe. That's my dog, Tag. Look for him in there, too.
And we're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening. And welcome back to the second half of our show. For your distinct pleasure, we have arranged for our company to perform for you a musical tune, tantalizing. Sure to whet your musical palate. So now, on with the show.
If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer. Seeing you in summer, I never would go. Your hair streaked with sunlight, your lips red as flame, your face with luster that was gold to shade. But if I never leave you, it couldn't be in autumn. How I'd live in autumn, I never will know. I've seen how you sparkle when fall lifts the air. I know you in autumn, and I must be there. And could I leave you running merrily through the snow, or on a wintry evening when you catch the fire's glow? If ever I leave you, how could it be in springtime, knowing how in spring I'm bewitched by you so? Oh, no, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you.
Spider-Man.
Don't forget Captain Midnight.
Yeah.
I watched every one of those and loved them all. Loved them all. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of our show. And it's nice to see you. It looks as though everybody's returned.
Well, of course they came back, John. And I think it was my tremendous sex appeal that brought them back.
Oh, no, Jeannie. It was my exquisite physique.
Yeah, right, try again.
Seriously, television does have that uncanny ability to draw us back and to keep us watching, even though we know we should be doing something else.
I know exactly what you mean, because just the other day I was watching Mr. Rogers with my boys, and I was actually enjoying it.
Yeah, just when they got to a good part, they interrupted it with a commercial.
Grill cream, a little dab will do ya. Grill cream, you look debonair. Grill cream, the gals will all pursue ya. They love to run their fingers through your hair.
I don't know, I think the soaps are best at pulling you along.
Crickets!
You tramp. Slut.
No, Ashley. Hello. There. Oh, Nikki.
Oh, brother.
The best thing about the soaps is you can not watch them for a month, and when you tune back in, nothing's changed.
Well, that's because in television land, time and space are non-existent.
Yeah, sort of like the outer limits.
Just your set.
Well, the music has a lot to do with the success of the show as well.
Oh, it sure does, because one time I tried to watch Lawrence Welk without the music, and it just wasn't the same.
No, the music does make a difference.
Yes, and the same can be said about the theme songs also.
No, that's right, because you might not remember every character's storyline, but you almost never forget the theme.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
Remember that?
I know, everybody remembers that one, but the one I think everybody loved was...
Come, Mr. Resort, and you did, for my ear against it fit, and one day you shoot this food up in the back of a bubbling crew. Oil that is, black gold, electricity.
How do you forget that one?
Well, when it's all said and done, television really does have something for everyone.
Yeah, but sometimes you might get more than what you bargained for.
Oh, that's right, John.
Talk shows and game shows on from morning to night, they never leave your side.
TV, emphasize gurus help you move to the beat, so you can lose your seat. TV,
In the afternoon, there are dozens of soap operas.
And then war just turn the knob and you can then watch Oprah.
or Donahue, the endless parade of perverts, cycles, rejects, transvestites, and all of the freaks on the TV. It's really sad to see TV, sitcoms and tragedies, TV. Everything's waiting for you. TV.
Cultures and news shows take you there on the scene. It's tasteless and obscene.
TV.
Spook shows and horror flicks bring nightmares to life and keep you up all night.
TV. Reruns of the sitcoms that are now in syndication.
Hour after hour leads to mental constipation.
So please beware. The only thing safe anymore are Mr. Rogers' Lunch Money, the home shopping store on the TV. These years stay on the TV. Day after day on the TV. Everything's waiting for you. Okay.
I think it's clear that television today is just really different than it was years ago.
Boy, you can say that again.
Okay, I think it's...
Don't.
That's really good.
It's too bad they can't bring back some of the classic shows in a 90s format.
Well, Jan, they have, but it just never seems to work out. I think some things are better left alone as memories.
Yeah, but don't you wonder what sort of situation the Bee would be in if you're here in the 90s?
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Golly jeepers, I can't believe that she's really mine. I guess I really showed Wally this time. Oh, gee. Oh, she's so beautiful. I love her so much. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Don't change a hair for me, not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day.
How am I feeling? Look at me. How do you think I feel? I look like a whale.
Jeepers, Murphy, I think you'll swell.
Well, one night I get nostalgic and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life. Come on, I'm going to be late for my interview with Brandon Tartikoff.
Oh, jeepers, that sounds neat.
Me? Look at the inside of a clam. I mean, who would be interested in a Petticoat Junction reunion? Why wouldn't we want to know about a bunch of hillbilly has-beens? I'm going to get miles for this.
Oh, Murphy, you are so beautiful.
Shut up!
There's a little salon we call Toes R Us in the Junction. We'll treat you real good, clip your hair, fix your nails in the Junction. And I'm Uncle Joe, she's gonna polish all my toes in the Junction. On this day so y'all come on down and we'll fix your feet at the Junction. We'll wash by the file thing, give you a treat at the Junction. And there's even a chance that I'll do my little dance at the Junction. Let's do it, girls. In years. Sure, baby. If I can remember where I parked it. You are too. Let's go, girl. Okay. Can't get my shoes.
America's most livable cities.
Yes, George. You know, I once had a cousin Denise that lived in Pittsburgh.
Is that right?
Yes, you know, she used to live in Etna. That was before she was transferred.
Oh, transferred by her employer?
No, actually, it was by two men in white coats. They moved into a home in Detroit.
Nuts?
No, thanks. She had such an awful time with the shingles.
She was pretty sick, huh?
I'll say she paid a fortune for that roof and it's still leaked. What a shame.
Gracie,
Yes, George.
what's the point?
The point? Oh, George, you're so silly. The point is the park with the three rivers meet.
crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be back. This is coming after a message from our sponsor.
You can take the sunrise, sprinkle it with tears, cover it with chocolate. Cuckoo the Chewman. Chowman, I am Sammy Davis Jr. I hope you're having a good time. I know that I am. But afterwards, nothing can beat a pleasant moment with America's finest cigarette. The new Philip Morris King size. If you haven't yet tried this new Morris King, you are missing the boat, man. Smooth, babe. There's a special quality of throat comfort. A gentleness. You smoke them too, man? A deep, rich flavor that you won't find with any other smoke. So get acquainted with this new Philip Morris King size. Buy them by the carton, or hell, by the truckload like me, man. And remember, if it's not Philip Morris King size or regular, your throat can tell who can take the sunrise.
Now back to our show.
Well, that song you sang before, it was so haunting.
Yes. Gets me thinking about love and relationships and how sometimes things just don't work out.
You really sound down.
Well, yeah, I guess I am.
You know, you need somebody to cheer you up. Somebody to put things into perspective and can show you the brighter side of life.
But who?
Who could do that? Hazel, of course. Hey, Mom! Hi, Dad. We're so glad to see you.
Really? Why?
Because Jan is so depressed. I think she could really use your advice.
Oh, my honey, it's like I always say. Life isn't always a multi-cherry show. Sometimes it's just the way you look at things, though, that counts. You've got to accept, join the positive, live, make the negative, latch on to the affirmative, till this semester in between. You've got to spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, have faith, a
Skipper, I'm going to move to the other side of the island.
But why, little buddy?
God, all I do is get into trouble and I keep messing up and everyone's mad at me and you'd all be better off if I were living somewhere else.
Well, that's ridiculous, little buddy.
No, it isn't, Skipper, it isn't. I make mistakes, I do things wrong, and you all get mad at me, and you hit me with your hat.
No, I don't, little buddy.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't,
Yes,
Gilligan.
you do.
I never hit you with my
do,
hat.
Skipper.
Gilligan!
You see, I told you.
Skipper! Oh, there you are. Why, Skipper, what's wrong?
It's my little buddy. He says, he's nothing but trouble to us, and he wants to move to the south side of the island.
Is this true?
Yes, Ginger, it is.
Gilligan, don't you know how we feel about you?
Gilligan,
No.
if it weren't for you to clean up my hut, I mean, really, who would cheer me up with waves in my mascara buns?
Yeah, little buddy. Without you, this island would be like Mount Washington without the incline.
We're like Why the Goat without the yun.
Really?
Yes!
Oh, Gilligan, don't you know? You're just...
Man about the island, greeting everyone he sees.
One simple, honest fellow climbing up in the tree.
It's with his charming smile, or what make him grin.
Without him, it would be quiet on this island.
One friendly little buddy, helping everywhere he can.
Making up a home wrecked fan for me. Gee,
Ooh! Ah! What a handsome fella!
And he's easy going fella. Gilligan, we do need you.
Oh, really?
yes, as a matter of fact, we love you.
So we better get going now because it's getting dark and we've got to go to the south side of the island.
Okay.
Gilligan! I love this little guy.
Oh, gee, Skipper. Yeah, it feels so good to be loved. Tell me, have you ever been in love before, Mary?
Why, sure, Gilligan.
I'll bet it made you feel good all over.
Well, sometimes, Gilligan, but sometimes love can really be painful. I'm going to tell you a little story, one that you probably understand. In case you fancy coloring books, and lots of people do, I've a little one for you. A most unusual coloring book, the kind you never see. Crayons ready, very well, begin to color me. These are the eyes that watched him as he walked away. Color them gray. This is the heart that thought he would always be true. Color it blue. These are the arms that held him and touched him and lost him somehow. Color them empty now. These are the beads I wore until she came between. Color them green. This is the room I sleep in and walk in and weep in and hide in where nobody sees. Color it lonely, please. This is the man, the one I I've been sitting here spilling my guts to a bunch of coconut trees, haven't I?
Stay tuned and don't touch that dial. We'll be back after yet another word from our sponsors.
Hi there, boys and girls. My name is Karen, and I'm from one of your favorite shows in the whole wide world. That's right, the Mickey Mouse Club. Yay! And I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite foods in the whole wide world. That's right, Oscar Mayer leaders. Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer leader, 'cause that's what I'd really like to be. Or if I were an Oscar Mayer leader, everyone would be in love with me. That's right. Oscar Mayer leader. And you know, I want all you boys and girls to just bug your mom and dad. You cry in that store and you whine until she goes and buys you a cat. And remember, Mickey eats them too. Bye-bye.
And now, kids, it's time for everyone's favorite club.
Who's the leader of the club that's great for you and me? N-Y-C-K-E-Y-N.
Roll call.
Hello there, all you musketeers. Oh boy, do we have a wonderful show for you today.
Today we're going to sing and dance. I have a great musketeer
That's right, musketeers. Today, we have with us the winner of our Be a Musketeer for a Day contest. He's Art Romano from Pittsburgh, and Art calls Shooting Center his home.
Art is in the 6th grade, has a pet rottweiler named Buster, likes to rollerblade and catch and torture flies. Isn't that interesting? Is this true, Art?
Yeah.
Today, Art is going to join us while we sing one of our special songs. Isn't that right, Art?
Yeah. Touch me again. Where's my pizza?
Art, you'll get your pizza after the show. All right, kids, let's get ready for our song.
I want to sing this stupid song.
Okay, everybody out there is Musketeer. Put on your mouths, my ears, and let's go.
'Cause my word up, it spells rat.
Thank you for sharing,
Yes,
You
Marty.
look like a little rat.
Well, that's all for today, Musketeers, but tune in tomorrow when our special guest will be Topo Gijo!
How about them tomorrow?
Until then,
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M.I.C.
see you real soon!
K-E-Y. Why? Because we love you.
M-O-O-S-T. Hey, Chucky in the home, I love you, buddy.
Show's over.
Yeah,
You can quickly be in your home.
I did.
Well, why are you still standing here,
You
Art?
always tell everybody what to do.
Art,
I want my pizza.
you'll get your pizza, Art.
You didn't ask me what I want on it.
Excuse me. What do you want on your pizza, Art?
Squid. Some oysters.
Okay, we'll get that for you.
Flies, I like.
That's all, Art?
Go.
Thank you. While I take care of this all. You just sit back and relax and enjoy another great. Really thought that was funny. Well, you just sit back and relax and enjoy another great song from years gone by. Good night, Arthur. Where is your mother?
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you.
there were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all till there was you.
And there was music, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew.
There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
The formula for comedy in a sitcom was very simple. You simply take your hero or your heroine and you place them in an impossible or difficult situation, and then you just sit back and watch the action happen. No show did this better than
come on, there are two things I'm sure of. It's that we're at the Stanley Theater, and that we're here to see Liberace. Let's get our seats, come on.
And now, ladies, for your viewing pleasure, Club Ed is proud to present, straight from their French tour, the one, the only, Flavio and Bud.
Since my baby left me, I found a new place to go. Goodbye, and a lonely, sweet, innocent hotel. Heartbreak is so lonely, baby. Heartbreak is so lonely. Heartbreak is so lonely. Why?
Now, if your baby with you, and you need a place to spend, just come walk on down to Burnley Street, Edison Hotel. The baby photos are ready.
I thought you guys were better than Liberace.
I really love Liberace. Especially when he plays the trombone.
He plays the drums.
Oh.
He plays the piano.
Well, anyway, do you want to touch my hair? He's my father. Well, I guess I'm too much men's for some women.
I'm actually relax for myself.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this message from our station manager.
Sounds like you all had a good time. You laughed in all the right places, you clapped in all the right places, you've been a great audience, you've been really patient. We're glad that you've had a good time. We just want to recognize a couple guests. First of all, we want to recognize members from the Northminster Presbyterian Church. Give yourself a hand. We'd also like to recognize a few of people that I've known over the years from theater that are here. Linda Nair is here. Linda and I did shows with Winnie Flynn about 15 years ago, or well, a while back. We won't date ourselves, right? Linda and Susan Alderdice also. And John Alderdice. We also want to welcome or say a happy birthday to Mrs. Della Baker. She's celebrating her 65th. Happy birthday, Della. Also, Jim and Joyce Paschal are celebrating their 29th anniversary. Happy anniversary. And Donna Caston's birthday, also. Donna. And Ray Clements, also. We've got a lot of birthdays here tonight, including our accompanist, Scott, who is celebrating his 24th birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Scott. I'd just like to give a couple of recognition to some people who have been really instrumental in helping to make this performance possible. First of all, Bob Bollinger, who's back there, who's in charge of all our sound. Thanks, Bob. Randy Griffith, right along his side. Randy and I have been together for years since Randy started with tin cans as lights, and now he's professional, and really, things are really cooking all over Pittsburgh. Thanks, Randy. Also, thanks to his wife, Barb, who is responsible for a lot of the costumes you see on the stage. Barb really has an eye for things and is really able to help. Thanks, Barb. Michelle Kurtz-Fester, who is our choreographer, who did many things, including the Mickey Mouse Club choreography, which was quite a chore. But Michelle has her own studio out in Wexford, and we're very grateful to have Michelle with us. Thanks, Michelle. And lastly, I'd like to recognize a gal who is sort of my my right-hand person, who is kind of like, if you remember Radar on MASH, you know, whenever the people would go to ask him for things, and he'd already say he already has to take care of. It's like, Deanna, I need to, oh, that's all right, I have it taken care of. Deanna took care of costumes, she ironed, she did everything just to keep this thing tied together, and thank Deanna Dixon backstage. Okay, also thank you to B and Gary and all the Holiday Inn staff for being so helpful. Our house volunteers, John and Joanne Furman and Jeff Kowal. And Kim Brown with Spotlight Costumes for some of the costume donations that she donated to us at no charge. And finally, I'd like to thank the cast and crew at Don't Touch That Dial for helping to work with me in my first production and being patient and cooperative and making this thing a reality. So thanks, guys. And finally, there are cards on the table. If you haven't filled one out yet, please feel free to do so. We'll keep you on the mailing list. We are planning a spring review in April and May. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'll think about it next week. And so fill one of those out, and we'll put you on the list. Also, there's one more performance, which is a matinee on Sunday. It's a 2 p.m. performance with a buffet starting at 12. And if you'd like to come back, great, or spread the word and tell people to come out. We still have plenty of seats. So that's about it. And I'm glad you came out tonight, and I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show, and we certainly hope you had a nice evening with us.
Well, of course they did, John. We just script for them.
And that's just the image we'd like to leave them with, yeah.
No, I don't think so, Jeannie. I think we need to leave them with something maybe a little more family-oriented.
I'd say, yes.
You know, something that ties it all together.
Like what?
Well, like this. Here we go. Hang out together like two skins and neighbors of Oregon. They never forever till your last name on even Eddie. Sing on, pleasures after all, prosperity land. Whoa, 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 whoa. We know what it takes. Who needs a social life when you have widescreen remote control? Don't go to court today. Just sit back in a trance and eat from the board. Okay, Mr. Bill, coming right away. Okay, we can get precious.
I'll get you your new West Boy Weapon.
Oh, George, it's so sweet.
And away we go!
They're one of a kind, the Addams family, Ida and Jeannie.
Always in a line, my favorite Martian, and all the Trekkies.
Show us your most souvenirs. Reruns on Nickelodeon. Oh, yeah. We'll always have our TV. We'll always have our TV. We'll always have our TV. We'll always have our TV.
Don't touch that dial.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Baker, Janet Polsky, Kevin Glavin, John Rowe, and Gene Watford, and on the piano Scott Dixon and Dennis Hoffman on the drums.